What's going on, world? This is Temperature Check episode number 2. I am your host, Mr. Check the Temperature himself, and it's time to do just that. But before we go ahead and to dive into today's topic, I need you guys to do one quick favor for me. You see that subscribe box at the bottom of this page? I need you guys to hit that. Let's get locked in, man, so that way you are in tune with what's going on with my channel. And anytime I drop a video, you'll get that notification bell. That thing about to be ringing like a Salvation Army worker around the holiday season. I'm telling you, man, it's only going to go up from here. So it's time to do what I do best, and that's check the temperature of battle rap. Let's go. So, after episode number 1, a couple hours later, I received a notification that it looks like the battle rap guys are going to give us what I have been personally waiting on all 2020, which is a battle between TWORK and Swamp. So what I want to do today is to provide a little historical significance so it will catch you guys up if you haven't been paying attention to this rivalry and to see really how we got here today. So in order to do that, you have to go back to 2019 and specifically the PGs. In the PGs last year, there was 2 names that was talked about more than anybody. One was Swamp, the other Ace Amin. These 2 battlers really set themselves apart throughout the year, and it culminated in a battle that was supposed to decide who would be the flag bearer for this 2019 class. Unfortunately, however, the battle did not live up to the hype of all the market that was pushed behind it, and Ace Amin had a bad time remembering his lines. He looked really uncomfortable on stage, and ultimately what led to Swamp getting his orders and executing them 150%. So he got the job done and got Ace up out of there pretty quickly and pretty easily, which obviously pissed off the leader of the Goonies, one TWORK, who has really taken it upon himself to make it a personal mission to really try to belittle a lot of the things that Swamp does and he wants to end his career. He's already stated that. He stated that he doesn't like him. He feels that he's getting gas. All the battles that he's getting, he's not justified in getting them. Well, somebody paying for them damn battles, so somebody believes in Swamp and what he can do on stage, or at least they want to see. And I think that's where I'm at too, man. If you kind of look at his battles, he had the Ace Amin battle, then you had Bad News, you had Don Marino, then you had Clean Paper with the no-show, then you had TWORK with a no-show, but it ended up that URL canceled that event anyway due to COVID. So it's been a lot of things that have kind of helped Swamp propel himself to this level pretty quickly. I think COVID had a great situation. Did his career greatly, had a great impact on his career. I think he did a great job with it because although he was idle because there was no battles and it seemed every time he showed up, the other person didn't show up. What he did is he stayed in our faces. How did he do that? He made sure that he was engaging with fans and other battle rappers on social media. He was working with Certified Shooters, man. Shout out to Certified Shooters. It's definitely one of my favorite YouTube channels right now. That is a train, man. Get off the tracks. That's the only thing I can tell you. Get off the tracks. Because Certified Shooters, man, I respect everything y'all got going on that page for real. Definitely an inspiration. But get back to it, man. So again, TWORK does not like Swamp, and he's made this known, very known in the battle rap community, and even takes a disliking to the fact that Swamp wore a pair of single-sole Timbs. Apparently, on the East Coast, that's not something that they do. I don't know. I wear Jordan, so I can't tell you. I don't know the rules when it comes to Timbs. But one thing I will say is, instead of Swamp being upset, holding a grudge against that, he used that single soul line in his next battle to kind of rebuttal and take shots at the Goonies and specifically TWORK. So then TWORK discredits that and says, you put a bar in there that we had in a group me. Like, I don't care about you talking about that. But again, Swamp remained poised. I think, honestly, what I really think is going on is that TWORK sees a lot of him in Swamp. Because if you look at their careers, like, they kind of run parallel a little bit as far as how expedited it was for them to reach main stage or top level talent. Like it didn't take TWORK that much time, and it didn't take Swamp that much time. So here we are, man. These two are locked in, and I really think that's ultimately um, what is the driving force behind this rivalry. But then Swamp proceeds to call TWORK out for his lack of preparation, recycling bars, and not taking his talent seriously. Swamp has been on the record saying that he thinks TWORK has a tremendous talent, but he does not take himself seriously. And I mean, I would have to agree. Just kind of looking at TWORK's past battles, you have the last three battles, Gishigari. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about them. Then you have K Shine. Nah. And then he's just coming off the Emerson Kennedy battle, which I had Emerson Kennedy in that battle. So I think TWORK has a lot to prove, man. He dropped the Goonies. He joined NWX the second time around. And it's just not connecting for him. I just think he has a lot of stuff going on outside of battle rap that may be impacting him in battle rap that he really doesn't talk about. So either way it goes, man, I can only judge what you put on the tape, and sir, it has been shaky at best. And I think he knows that, and he knows he needs to do better. So let's fast forward to last Wednesday, the URL Primetime show on Caffeine app. You had 3 of the top 10 battle rappers, in my humble opinion, pretty much calling out Swamp and saying they want to battle Swamp. Those battlers being TWORK, T-Top, and Tay-Rock. I think that Smack White has done everything Swamp wanted him to do. Smack White has literally laid the gauntlet out for Swamp's 2020. So he's going to kick it off with TWORK. And I think out of all of them, it makes the most sense because I think he has the best shot. If I were to pick one person he was going to beat favorably out of those 3, I would hate to do it, but it would have to be TWORK, just given the shortcomings that he's had in his recent battles and not really trusting his preparation and where his head is at right now. But like I said, man, the Gauntlet starts on Saturday. Swamp, it is time to really showcase and put the world on notice on who you are and what you can do, because the big boys is out. Like I said on episode 1, they didn't shot the street lights out, so ain't nobody coming home. Everybody outside. And I think that you're up for the task, man. I think that you're super focused. Some of the strengths I like about Swamp is he's strategic first and foremost. He doesn't take battles he doesn't want. So anytime you see Swamp on that stage, he's going to give you everything he got because he at least wanted to take that battle. So he's invested in it. I think his originality sets him apart. People try to knock him for having a southern twang or a southern accent. Look, I'm from the Midwest. Everybody got accents. So I'm not too much worried about it. Hell, I can understand him. That's all I care about. And then I will also say I think he has great delivery. I think he does a great job with really painting a picture and really giving you a full understanding of the message he's trying to convey to the crowd. Now, one thing I would say that I think is a weakness of him, it's a big weakness, is lack of experience. But that's not his fault. The only way you're gonna fix experience is to get in the ring, and that's what he's been trying to do pretty much since he stepped on the scene. Now, if you go to TWORK strengths, I mean, you have aggression, wordplay, stage presence, all the things that those top-notch battlers in the URL ultimately have. But the things that he's lacking are big holes in his game, his preparation, recycling bars, and just overall inconsistency, man. He was supposed to be fighting for the face of the URL against Geechee Gotti. Now it feels like he's fighting for his career in this battle. What do you do with TWORK if he loses to Swamp? All the pressure is on TWORK for this battle. I believe that all the pressure is on TWORK for this battle. He has to, all the shit he been talking, he has to smoke Swamp. I don't think it's going to happen. But like I said, I'm going to reserve the right to make my predictions until episode 3. I'm excited for the URL primetime event tonight. I'll be locked in on that. And I'll probably do my recap for that and also give my predictions on the next episode. Again, man, this is Mr. Check the Temperature, and we have just done so. So what I need you to do, man, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Lock yourself in, man. All we're going to do is continue to elevate, continue to get better. I am Mr. Check the Temperature, and we out.